The Des Moines School District is working to trim the budget for next year. Fewer students mean less state funding, forcing the district to make some tough choices. Good evening, I'm Janae Town.
And I'm Andy Fales. Tomorrow, the Des Moines School Board will hold a special session to consider the 2025 budget. And
the board's newest member will help decide how to reduce expenses. Skylar Mayberry Mays will be officially sworn in to fill the Southside District 4 vacancy. Mayberry Mays is taking over for longtime member Terry Caldwell Johnson. She stepped down in March after revealing a cancer diagnosis and sadly passed away 3 weeks later. WHO 13's Elias Johnson joins us live outside Central Campus. Elias, a very difficult way to start out on the school board.
Yeah, you talk about getting to work right away, and they certainly need everybody on this board. Big time cuts that need to be made here, ongoing cuts to make sure the budget is balanced. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about Skylar Mayberry Mays, though. He was one of 6 that was being considered for this vacant seat when he was ultimately selected. Pretty talented background here, graduating from Northern Iowa, finance degree, then went to Iowa State, got his master's in leadership, and then earned his PhD in education at Drake University. He's 35 now, and he currently serves as executive director for the Jacobson Institute over at Grandview University. And today he shared his vision for the future with the Des Moines Public School District.
For me, it's really about student outcomes and student achievements. I've always had a passion around making sure that all tides are rising the boat and moving it forward. And that's one of the things I learned from a role model like Terry Caldwell Johnson. So being able to step into a new space, I committed myself personally and professionally to the space of education quite some time ago, although it may not have been my career, while now it is. And this is just another way to elevate that passion and that commitment towards true formal education.
And he will serve the remainder of this term, which would be November of 2025. So why an appointment? Why not a special election? Well, some board members I spoke with tonight highlighted the need to appoint somebody to fill this vacancy rather than a special meeting because it's timing. There is an immediate need, we've just talked a little bit about it, to have all the districts represented on the board right now to tackle the ongoing budget cuts at the district level. They need to do this before next school year. The latest plan in total here, we're talking $14 million that needed to be cut. Superintendent Dr. Ian Roberts said that there would not be staff cuts involved here. And you can see on this chart a total of 10 high school positions that will be eliminated, mostly to attrition and lower enrollment. But DMPS spokesperson Phil Rader says between retirements and transfer, those teachers will have opportunities to stay and teach a different grade. But clearly the district will need to operate with less. And tomorrow's board meeting begins at 5:30 in the evening here right behind me at Central Campus. And they're going to have a closed session after they swear in Mayberry Mays. They've got some business to attend to. Then they're going to open things back up for the public for the budget discussion. It could last an hour or so, I'm told. But a lot of discussions, I'm told thoughtful discussion. And just a side note, Mayberry Mays did graduate from Bettendorf High School, but he went to elementary school here in the Des Moines Public School System and then went to Merrill Junior High. So not a total stranger. He lives on the south side now, works here in Des Moines, and this is definitely home for him. And he is excited to get to work and make a difference here. Reporting live outside of Central Campus, I'm Elias Johnson. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Elias. Some local ties joining the board as well. Thank you. Yep.